Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wiley Drake. I'm the chairman of the Congressional Prayer Conference of Washington, D.C.'s television network and radio network. Recently, my family, I have three daughters and one son and a lot of grandkids. Recently, my kids, I guess, because they know Grandpa's an old country boy, they wanted to know if I'd ever watched Duck Dynasty. And I said, "What's Duck Dynasty?" And they explained it to me, and I said, "Well, no, I've never watched it." "Oh, Dad, you got to watch it. You're from the country." All my kids were born and raised in California. They're not sure they understand country, but they know I'm country, country to the core. But for some reason, I just haven't taken the time to watch Duck Dynasty. Don't know anything about it, but it's my understanding that it's a good show. A lot of people like it. And that's my understanding that the Sodomites, the evil, ugly Sodomites, have raised their ugly head once again and said that they are demanding that a man be fired because he spoke out against the sin of sodomy and spoke up for one man, one woman, and biblical principles. And the ugly Sodomites raising their ugly heads again, trying to tell us that we've got to accept sodomy. Well, friends, I will not call it all the names that many of you call it, because the Bible says if a man lays down with a man, it's sodomy. If a woman lays down with a woman, it's sodomy. That's God's definition, and God is right. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. I may be 70 years old, but I know what makes sense. Sodomy is nothing but people being stuck on stupid. It's stupid for two men to lay down together or two women to lay down together. It is just stuck on stupid. And I refuse to call them anything but sodomites. That's what they are. That's what God says they are. And by the way, if you want to know what God's feeling toward Sodom and Gomorrah, what God believed and what God said about sodomy, all you have to do is look at God's redevelopment plan for Sodom and Gomorrah. That same redevelopment plan is going to be for America if we do not stand up against the sin of sodomy. Our dear sister Ruth Graham, who's in heaven now, said it very clearly. If God does not judge America because of her tolerance of sodomy, then he's going to owe Sodom and Gomorrah an apology. I happen to agree with that. My name's Wiley Drake, and if you'd like to call and talk to me, you can reach me at 714-865-8132. You can also send me an email at wileywiley@att.net. Sodomy is a sin. Period. End of discussion.